Demon Slayer, Akaza vs Kokushibo. What would their blood battle be like? In the anime Kimetsu no Yaiba, the Demon Gang is led by Michael Jackson himself, Muzan Kibutsuji. They're basically the baddies because they like to munch on humans for an energy boost. The fancy demons are part of a group called the 12 Kizuki, which has both top dogs and underdogs. If a demon wants to move up in the ranks, they gotta fight for it, which is known as blood battle. In fact, according to the fanbook, Memoirs of the Demon Slayer Core 2, there was a legendary battle between Kokushibo and Akaza, which we'll be discussing in this video. We'll break down their fighting moves and personalities, so make sure to stick around to the end. Otherwise, you might miss out on some demon slaying fun. Blood battles. The 12 Kizuki are the elite demons that are direct subordinates of Muzan. Among the 12 Kizuki, the upper rank has not changed for over 100 years, so they are extremely powerful. Shinobu Kocho, the insect pillar of the Demon Slayer's corpse, which was formed to destroy demons, once said that one of the upper rank demons is equivalent to at least 3 pillars. In the Entertainment District arc, the sound pillar Tengen Uzui, as well as Tanjiro and the others, defeated upper ranked number 6, something that has not been achieved in over 113 years. At the time of the final battle, the positions of upper rank 4 through 6 were empty, so Muzan promoted Kaigaku and Nakime to upper rank demons other than Muzan directly deciding the promotions of demons. The rank of the demons can be decided by blood battle. This blood battle can be said to be a formal duel, which is set within the 12 Kizuki and is acknowledged by Muzan. In fact, it looked like when upper rank number 2, Doma made Gyutaro into a demon, he was only upper rank number 6. Doma is now upper rank number 2, so he must have gotten his current position through battle. We are just imagining what might happen, but a demon cannot kill another demon. So the conditions for victory might be when a demon attacks their opponent until they become incapacitated, or they show their opponent overwhelming ability to the point where the opponent loses their fighting spirit. According to the second official fanbook, if Muzan gives the okay, the winning demon can eat the loser of the battle. It seems that the blood battle has a specific flow. First, the contestants apply for the battle. After that, Nakima prepares the battlefield and Muzan watches the battle through Nakime's eyes. When the battle finishes, it's presumed that Muzan will take some sort of action. If the power difference between the two demons is too large, Muzan will probably say that he does not want the loser anymore, so the winner can devour and absorb the loser. Muzan can control the demon's abilities to regenerate, so there's a possibility that he just takes away the regenerative abilities from the loser after the battle. The blood battle is a real life or death battle. It's not something that a demon would want to try on a whim. Now, you must be thinking, so what could possibly be so good about being a member of the 12 Kizuki, especially the upper rank, that would cause the demons to go through so much to get the membership? Let's see in detail. But before, I want to thank you guys for 10K subscribers. It really is a dream come true to me. I love you guys so much. In return, I have something for you guys. At 15K subs, we are going to do some amazing giveaways, and we're already at 11K. Make sure you guys subscribe fast. Now, let's get into our video. So, we were at what could possibly be so good about being a member of the 12 Kizuki. Firstly, in the case of the upper rank, the demons get the honor of the rank. One example of this is when Muzan called together all the lower rank demons together to what is commonly called the power harassment meeting. He ended up killing all the demons except for lower rank number 1, Enmu. On the other hand, when he gathered the upper rank demons together, he just talked down to them. Muzan, who's known for treating the lower rank demons badly, but he still gave the upper rank demons special treatment. If the upper rank demons get the consent of Muzan, they can telepathically speak with lower rank demons and even see through their eyes. All demons should be the same because they all come from Muzan, but it's hard not to feel that there is a power disparity between the demons. In the second official fanbook, it's made apparent that the upper rank number 2, Doma, leverages his higher rank by having telepathic conversations with upper rank number 3, Akaza. It seems that Doma was so persistent that Akaza felt bad enough to complain to Muzan about what was happening. No one knows what happened after that, but Muzan probably just said something cold like, "If you don't like it, set up a blood battle with them, or why should I care?" I wonder if he would really apply for a blood battle for the honor and authority that would bring. We'll frame this whole fight in 4 steps because I really want to give you guys the feel of the situation through this video. So firstly, we'll see about Akaza and how he came into this fight. Secondly, about what Kokushibo thinks of this fight. Then, the final battle, Akaza versus Kokushibo. And what happened after that? Upper rank number 3, Akaza. Akaza is currently upper rank number 3 because of a blood battle. He is the first upper rank demon that Tanjiro and the others ran across. He recognizes those who have elaborated fighting spirits and hates weak people considerably. Since Akaza has such a way of thinking, it would not be strange for him to have respect in terms of strength for upper rank number 1, Kokushibo, who holds a higher position. You would think for the same reason, he would have respect for upper rank number 2, Doma. But because of Doma's frivolous personality, it seems that Akaza hates him instead of respecting him for his strength. When the upper rank demons were brought to the Dimensional Infinity Fortress, Akaza was soon irritated by Doma, so quickly punched him in the face. It could be that Akaza just does not want to have anything to do with Doma. Muzan never really gives Doma any missions, and seems to keep his distance from Doma. On the other hand, Muzan regularly gives missions to Akaza, such as boarding the Infinity Train and killing the members of the Demon Slayer Corps. When Akaza failed one of his missions, he comes down on him harshly, but there's a possibility that Muzan really liked Akaza's stoicism. That stoicism can be seen in how Akaza is always straightforward and battle ready. Akaza uses martial arts attacks and does not use any weapons. Akaza's Blood Demon art allows him to project something that looks like a snowflake on the ground, which allows him to sense the fighting spirit of his opponent and allow him to deal with attacks from all directions, even though he cannot remember his past as a human. The name of his techniques are based on reminiscences of his human life. When he does not have any direct orders from Muzan, Akaza spends his time training instead of growing more powerful by eating more humans. Akaza chooses to train instead. It seems that he always wanted to test himself by taking on strong opponents. Of course, there are no humans that are more powerful than Akaza, and the only demons that are stronger than him are Kokushibo and Doma. That means it's only natural that Akaza would want to try and take on Kokushibo. Upper rank number 1, Kokushibo. Everything we have said up until now has been true, but we have to keep in mind that Kokushibo is a demon, not a samurai. It's not like he just brandishes his sword at his enemy. He can attack a wider area by making his sword grow, and he can also attack an area without even moving his sword. Before Kokushibo became a demon, he was named Michikatsu Sugikuni and was a member of the Demon Slayer Corps. That means that Kokushibo's sword gives the impression that it was a Nichiren sword, even though it's not. Kokushibo's sword is made of his own blood and bone, so just like the body of a demon, no matter how many times it's broken, it can regenerate. Just looking at the sword lets you know how powerful he is. More importantly, Kokushibo uses moon breathing. It's a breathing technique much like those used by the Demon Slayer Corps that is used to improve the natural abilities of the user. Using breathing methods would give unimaginable power to a demon with infinite physical strength and resilience and further enhance their total strength. On top of that, when Kokushibo uses his Blood Demon art along with moon breathing, crescent moon shapes appear. When it comes to the Demon Slayer Corps, something like this also happens. For example, with the use of water breathing techniques, a water effect occurs, but the only damage to enemies come from the sword. But when it comes to Kokushibo's moon breathing, the crescent moons are not just a visual effect. They can slash at opponents and cause a lot of damage. Because Kokushibo can change the range and area of his moon breathing attacks, avoiding the attacks would take a lot of hands-on experience and keen senses. During the battle of the Dimensional Infinity Fortress, many of the pillars took on Kokushibo, but because of those attacks, the cause of their victory was way too high. With all of that in mind, we can see that Kokushibo is not just a normal sword-wielding demon. His transcendent abilities are the reason that Kokushibo is upper ranked number 1. Akaza versus Kokushibo. So, how would the blood battle between Akaza and Kokushibo go? To be honest, there is a large gap in the abilities of Akaza and Kokushibo. It's even possible that Kokushibo did not even have to break a sweat during the battle when Tanjiro got the power to see into the transparent world during the battle of the Dimensional Infinity Fortress. It seems that this was the first time Akaza had seen someone who could use that power. That means Kokushibo took on Akaza without even looking into the transparent world. It can even be said that the transparent world is a land of superiority and territory of selfishness that Akaza has been trying to obtain through training. If Kokushibo were to use the transparent world without hesitation in front of Akaza, it might have caused Akaza to train even harder. Also, thinking of the tactics that Kokushibo might have used during the battle makes me feel a little sad for Akaza, because Akaza did not know that Kokushibo would be taking it easy on him. He would try to observe him from afar and use air type to try to pin Kokushibo into place before using the tactic of close quarters combat. The fact that Kokushibo's sword could regenerate after breaking would be unexpected for Akaza, but one of Akaza's strengths is that he uses his simple martial arts that can be employed in many types of situations. So he should be able to deal with Kokushibo to some extent. We could also see during the battle at the Dimensional Infinity Fortress when Kokushibo fought the stone pillar Gyome Himejima. He really enjoys fighting powerful people in order to know a little bit more about Akaza. Kokushibo would probably not quickly defeat him, but he would probably have a bout with him because they were in a blood battle. Kokushibo probably would not let that go on for long though. Kokushibo definitely won the match by beating Akaza, so much that he would not be able to regenerate fast enough or even stand up. Because Kokushibo won the match, he would have the right to eat Akaza and absorb his powers. In the end, he didn't do that though. We don't think that Muzan would stop Kokushibo from eating Akaza, but Muzan would also accept Kokushibo's answer if he just walked away. It could be that Kokushibo was looking forward to seeing Akaza become a stronger demon in the future. It could also be that he could have seen something of a little brother in Akaza, maybe more than his real-life twin brother who was more powerful than a normal human. He would think that Akaza is cute because he's not strong in comparison. When Tanjiro and the others defeated Akaza, he was so regretful that he showed his true emotions. We can see that in the blood battle between Akaza and Kokushibo, there was one demon that really wanted to win and the other demon that was fighting like he was sparring with his little brother. Also, it seems that besides Akaza, two other demons had a blood battle with Kokushibo. They were both absorbed by Kokushibo, so we can see only Akaza was spared from that fate. After the blood battle. So the blood battle between Akaza and Kokushibo ended without anyone being eaten or absorbed. Kokushibo must have felt happy that Akaza challenged them to the blood battle. On the other hand, Akaza, who lost to such overwhelming power, must have been shocked and would not have been able to look Kokushibo in the eyes for a long time after. Muzan must have felt a little anxious when Akaza asked to have the blood battle. If Kokushibo asked to absorb Akaza after the battle, Muzan would probably not deny that to him, even though only Muzan can give the okay for the winner to eat the loser. I cannot picture him telling Kokushibo not to eat Akaza because he is still useful. On the other hand, Muzan would not want to lose Akaza because of the outcome of the battle. It's a good thing that Kokushibo did not want to eat Akaza. If there were a rule that upper rank number 1 to 3 could not be absorbed if they lost the fight, then Akaza and Kokushibo could fight regularly and become more powerful. We've covered the epic blood battle between Akaza and Kokushibo, folks. Akaza really went all out and risked everything. But unfortunately, Kokushibo was just too strong and left his opponent in the dust. Despite the intensity of their struggle for dominance, I must say that their match was quite civilized, given their distinct personalities. But have you ever thought about which demon is Muzan's favorite? No, it's not Akaza, Doma, or Kokushibo. Wanna know? Watch this video.